back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be doing my summer makeup routine, and today's video is sponsored by Sephora Collection. So a huge shout out to them for sponsoring today's video and wanting to work with me. So today we're going to be focusing on this really just like soft glam summer glowy summer makeup routine. So we are going to be focusing on the new Sephora Collection I Love palettes, which look like this. This is what I used on my eyes as well as some other products. So if you want to learn how to achieve this look, then go ahead and keep watching. Alright, so I already went ahead and did one eye of my eyebrows off camera just so we can dive right into the eye look. And today we are going to be using Sephora Collection's new I Love palette. I will have a little picture right here of all of the palettes. So there are 4 neutral ones and then 2 like colorful trend palettes. So I'm going to start off by using the deep palette. So I'm going to start off by using this eyeshadow brush, and I am taking this like darker brown over here. And the first thing I want to do is just create the outer crease and kind of drag it inwards, just like so. We want this to look very just soft and almost natural, but then we have that like pop of like sheen, but we don't want any like harsh lines. We don't want the colors to look like too intense because then that kind of takes away from the soft glam. And then we're gonna go into the color that's right next to it over here. And it's like a neutral kind of brown with like a little bit of orange undertones. I don't know how to explain it. And we're gonna begin just by tapping that color. And then you guys have seen me do this multiple times where I lay down the color first and then I go in to blend it. So you first lay down the color and then you go in to blend. Freaking camera. All right. So my camera literally died as I was blending and I was not aware, but pretty much all I did, I just set the color and then I blended it all the way upwards, and then we're gonna go ahead and like clean the edges out in a little bit. But this look is very, very simple. You don't want to do too much because you want it to look really just soft and natural. So once we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and use this is the Artist Couture Spotlight Glitz, and this is so freaking beautiful. And now I'm taking this big brush. This is a concealer brush, but I'm using it for my eyelids because this will help distribute that color really nicely. You guys, this is so freaking bomb. So I'm gonna go back into the palette and then I'm gonna be grabbing that brown once again and just deepening it up a little bit more. You can even make it a little bit more intense with your finger if you want to. Oh yeah, you see that? Now with a makeup wipe, all I'm going to do is just clean up the edge just a little bit. Now for lashes, I'm going to be applying the Lilly Lashes in Miami. This probably has to be one of my favorite looks because it was really easy to do, but it looks like I put a lot of time and effort. Hands down, this one does have to be one of my favorite palettes just because all the neutrals are really easy to work with. And then they also have this really, really colorful one. And then this one is also one of my favorites, especially because of the blue. You guys know me. I feel like there's a palette for everyone. So I would say go with the one that you feel like fits you the best, the one that you would use on a daily basis. And yeah, so now that I am done with the eyes, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the face. So my skin is already moisturized and ready for me to apply primer. And now I'm sure you guys can see this little guy over here brewing. We do not approve, and it's big. It's been like this for like 2 days. For primer, I'm gonna be using the Hangover 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. This is by TooFaced. It's one of my OGs. I freaking love it. And now for foundation, I'm gonna be using one of my OGs. I'm sure you guys are gonna guess it. Yes, it is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, and I haven't used this in a hot minute. Do you guys remember I would always like rave and swear by this foundation, and the other day I was just like, why haven't I used it? Like, I don't know why. I used to love it so much, and I was like, let me go back to my roots, and I'm gonna be applying this onto my face. Now when you get to the edge over here, try to go upwards, try to like kind of clean up the look. Now we're gonna move on to concealer. What is that concealer? And today for concealer, I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty Concealer. This one is also a really, really good product. It's very, very creamy and full coverage. So now I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer. This one is in the shade 50. And I'm going to be applying some on my cheekbones. And then I'm going to be buffing that out. Okay, I definitely think I applied way more on this side than this side. By the way, if you're wondering about the brushes, these are from Sephora, and I will have those linked down below as well. This is one of their top seller like brush collections, and I'm obsessed. So now that we're done with all of the cream products, we're gonna go ahead and move on to translucent powder. Now this is the trick for the summertime, okay? The main tip and trick to go by during the summertime is to set your entire face with translucent powder. Now a lot of you are gonna be like, well, I'm gonna look too cakey, I'm gonna look too matte, and trust me, you are not. If you set correctly, then you will look still dewy, but you're gonna be matte to the point where you're not gonna get oily. A lot of people just like to bake under the eyes and that's it, but I start off with under the eyes, of course. That's the main part. But then you're just gonna wanna go over the entire face. And guess what? I do this on a daily basis, but when it's the summertime, I make sure I pack on that translucent powder, because if not, my makeup will not last. It will break apart. I'll get oily on my T-zone, and that's not what we want. So now that we're looking like a powder donut, that is perfectly fine. We're about to add some warmth back into our face, and I will be using my limited edition extra large Tulip bronzer. When I got this one, I was actually very excited, because if you guys know, usually it's like a little square, and it is very hard to get some big brushes in there, okay? I can't be looking pale. I need to look as bronzed as possible. A lot of people just do the jaw and they forget the chin, but this chin is very important. I used to never just do my chin, I would just do the sides, and then when I would take pictures, everything would look bronze besides this, and it would make my pictures look really weird. So now I'm gonna move on to one of my favorite blushes, which is NARS Orgasm. This is just such a pretty blush, especially for the summertime. I also like to apply a little bit more blush around the summertime so I can look a little bit more alive, more rosy. Gives us that extra oomph, you know? Okay, so now I am going to be using the same TooFaced Hangover spray, and I'm going to be spraying my entire face. So for highlighter today, we're going to be using Miss Fenty Beauty Kilowatt, and we're going to be using Lightning Dust. Ooh. This looks so good. It makes it look like wet glass, and then we're gonna add some up here to the eyes, and I feel like it matches the eyes perfectly. I feel like the bronzer and the eyeshadow match, and then the highlighter and the lid match. We love a good monochromatic moment, and pretty much I just like to apply it all over my forehead. And you cannot forget the chin. I feel like the chin is really what completes that like dewy look that we're going for. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to under the eyes. You guys are probably wondering like, Daisy, what are you doing? I kinda wanna do something different for the lower lash line. I wanna use a different palette besides the one I used. So I'm gonna take this palette right here, and I'm gonna go into this like orange creamsicle color. I'm gonna apply it on the lower lash line. I feel like this will make it look a little bit more summery. I don't want to add a brown and make it look too glam. I still want to have that like soft glam effect. And then on top of that, we're gonna go into this other palette, and I'm gonna be grabbing this middle shade. It kind of has like a pink undertone. I'm gonna apply it on the outer corner. So now I'm applying the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, bomb mascara. So now we're gonna go back into Spotlight Glitz, and I'm going to be grabbing that same brush that I used under my eyes. I'm going to be applying that in the inner corner, and then kind of drag it in here. Oh yeah, that instantly opened up our eyes. Yeah, that looks really, really, you guys know I cannot do a look without having some inner corner highlight. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the lips. Oh, I love this one. I am using, sorry, I got distracted. I'm using the Huda Beauty Wifey liquid lipstick. So meanwhile this is drying, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I'm gonna do one last spritz, you know? And then I'm going to be applying this gloss over from Artist Couture. This is in the shade Foreplay. I feel like this gloss just ties it all in together with the eye look, and we are all complete. Oh my god, I just realized I didn't have earrings on. That is so embarrassing. Little shoulder moment. Sorry, I was feeling myself. Okay, I'm gonna go change so I can finish the outro and I can look all glam and cute. Alright guys, so that is it for today's video. I enjoyed filming my summer makeup routine. I love everything, the eyes, the lips, the face. This just looks bomb. Do not forget to go check out Sephora Collection's new I Love palette. I will have everything I used in this video listed down below in the description box. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on my post notifications, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!